Hey, what's up, guys? This is my second. This is the second video, concluding from the first one about the sprouting the palm seeds. Basically, as you can see, they look great. You know, this last year around November. I posted the first video, which is on, you can check it out, and that one I was just wanting to see if I can sprout some of those fan palm seeds, and so I had success, and I wasn't gonna make a video, but because they were coming out so good, I did the video anyways, and this is the second part of it. And as you can see, they look good. You know, what I did is in November, when I sprouted the seeds, I just let the seeds continue on those little styrofoam cups. But those little styrofoam cups are not good because the roots are so thick on these. The roots are so thick on these palms that when the roots start sprouting really quickly, the roots start going through the styrofoam, and I didn't think of anything. I didn't think that would happen. And I've used styrofoam before, but with weaker type plants. And these roots on these palms, they're no joke, man. These roots on these palms are thick, and they're like, all of them are tap roots. You know, there's not like little stringy roots on any of these. They're thick roots, you know, and they're all tap roots. They don't want to go straight down to the ground. And a palm tree has one big fat tap root that goes all the way down, and from that comes other roots, and those roots are not thin, you know, they're thick roots as well. But I didn't think of anything like that. I didn't think that would happen. I thought I'd transplant them before that, but they grew so good, the roots went through styrofoams, and some of the styrofoams I had to break apart and take the root actually out through from it, you know, because they were going through it already. So it was kind of funny, but I didn't like it because it didn't want to mess up the plant. So it stressed me out, as I'm pretty sure the plant was. But anyways, as you can see, they're looking great. What I did, I took care of them during November, December. I had them inside, and they were small. They were only like this big, maybe a little tall. They weren't that big. They were just, you know, little small ones. And so I didn't care about, you know, the space, and I put them in this crate right here because it was just, you know, easier to carry them because they're pretty heavy. But I so happen to have these pots right here. These pots are pretty skinny. You know, they're about 3 inch by 3 inch, but they're very long, really long. That's cool. I didn't know I could find any of these, but what I liked about it too is it's squared off, so see how the space is just perfect, you know, perfect for all these. I got 12 of them, 3, 6, 9, 12, 12 palms right here, and so basically, I don't know if you can see the bottom. I can't see it. Some of these have roots already coming up, but as you can see, it's just, yeah, that's good, man. Look at that nice trunk right here. And so and this has been a year. So see how I was talking about in the first video how long it would take for these to even mature, and so as you can see, it's been a year. This is only like 1 foot. There's only 1 foot from here. You can see the size of my hand. I put my pinky all the way halfway up, so my hand's about, that's 8 inches. That's 8 inches right there, you know, from my pinky to my thumb. About 8 inch, you know, so what width span. See better like that. I'm just kind of holding the video, jacking around this den, ain't doing it right. But as you can see, man, there's actually two different types of palms. That I didn't think there would be a difference, but when I look at the trunk and the way that they're shaped, there's a total difference between these. And later, you'll see later when they mature, and with this, and you kind of can see a difference. This is like one big fat leaf. It's starting to spread out. So there are two different types of palm that I have right here. and one of the palms, but I think it's this one. It's very the trunk looks very how do you say, shoot, like from I don't know how to describe it. It's like just looks very prehistoric. You know what I mean? Like the trunk and the texture is like prehistoric type palm, like a very old palm. It doesn't have like the frond palm frond ridges on it. It's just like a trunk, like a tree trunk. You know, it's weird. It's very callous. Doesn't have any distinctive marks of like fan palms hanging on from it. It's just like a very rugged old trunk. You know, it's weird, like very prehistoric. And these ones are more like it'll show like the ridges, you know, the lines across when they cut the palm fronds off, and this one doesn't. It's weird. It seems like this is a more older generation, more older type gene fan palm than this fan palm. It seems like a more newer type, or maybe it's not even newer, but it's just maybe different texture trunk, you know. But just for some reason this one has a very old prehistoric type of a trunk. You know, it's neat. You know, it's pretty weird and neat. You know, it's just opens my eyes a little. Maybe this is way older type, or maybe just from a different area. You know, maybe this has been around long, prehistoric as well, but it just doesn't seem like it has as much as this one. But regardless, yeah, I just wanted to show you the way they came out. There's some roots right there. You can see some. Okay, you can see it. Damn. There you go. Yeah, some roots right there coming out. Come on, focus. You kind of see it. But yeah, man, damn. And see if I can find. I want to find a better one and kind of see the roots. But yeah, man, I just wanted to right now what I did after I sprouted the seeds. I put them those little cups. They overdid it on the cups, so I put them straight from the cups into here. So as soon as I got it from the cup into here, I just let them take off in here. So I kept them till January, February. I think around like March or April, started to heat up over here. So what I did is I put them in in this crate, because at first I didn't even have them in this crate. I just had them just in the pots. And then sure enough, I found this crate and they fit perfectly right in it. And what I did is I took them outside. I took them outside right when it was about springtime, April, around there. And what I did is I just took care of them and watered them and everything, and they started to look pretty good. But what started to happen is, even though people might have a problem growing any plants, because there's a very like I said, I'm right here in Central California, but there's a very very high rate pesticide rate, even with like spider mites and other kinds of bugs, melee bugs, and aphids and stuff like that. And they do damage the plants slowly but surely. Some of these tips started to get very like this. I don't know if you can see this tip, but they started to get very yellowish at the tip and burnt. You know, like it was burning them. You know, you can see better right there. And I was like, why is it burnt, or why is it looking burnt? They look great over here. You know, all this looks beautiful. But see how this is a leaf from the lower part, and it's stuck. The first one, this was one of the first leaves right here. This one right here, and this is, you know, more mature leaf. But what happened, you can see even on this one, it looks like it got burnt or something, or just damaged. You know, and see how it's completely just withered. It's just dry. This is gone. This is dead already. It's like this is not even. It's just like hay. But and you can see it was the lower ones, because what I started to have was a problem with spider mites. And they're very small. Spider mites suck. You know, they're very small, and they suck literally, and they suck overall. You know, because these motherfuckers, they start to suck your fucking leaves. They start from the sides. They start from the sides of your leaves, and they'll end up at the tip, because when you take care of them, they'll try to leave the middle of the plant to go to the outside, and then start to fuck up your outside. But what happened is, so I didn't think about it. I wasn't gonna spray them, and they're hardy. You know, they're vigilant plants, trees, and stuff like that. They're they're vigilant. You know, they grow even if the bugs eat the shit out of them. They'll still they're very strong. You know, they're more stronger than any kind of other like flower plants or any garden type plants or even vegetable plants, because the leaves, like these palm leaves, are thick. You know, look how thick they are. But they're supposed to be strong, and they are strong. But these little fucking spider mites and insects and at those type of little small insects, the worst, because what they do is they attach to your leaves and they just start to suck the moisture out of them. And so basically when they start to suck the moisture out of them, they start to eat it, and they start drying it up, eating it. And so that's basically that's what starts to happen with these. So if you just spray them down, wash them off and everything, they'll be all right. You know, they won't, nothing will mess them up. And they just, you know, as long as you keep spraying them, they just look brand new. So even sometimes you might have some problems and they might not look right, but that's not even if they don't look right, it's probably nothing you're doing. It's not the food you're giving it, or it's not you. It's probably just, you know, the bugs that are eating that shit out of it. So basically, you know, they do it right, and because where I'm at, maybe there's just a larger rate of pesticides and all that stuff, but not really have to worry about it. Just keep washing it off and keep watering it. So, you know, overall they look right. You just gotta take care of it, you know what I mean? But so overall, no, basically, you know, they do good, you know. And I was surprised because these have been outside all year. I just brought them inside really quick just to finish up this video. But you know, I started to have problems when they were about, you know, 2-3 inches. They were doing this crap right here, this yellow stuff right here, this damn. But it wasn't me. It wasn't nothing to I thought I was fertilizing them too much, or, you know, but they love food, you know, plants. Any plant, you give it anything, it loves it. It'll eat it. And so, you know, a lot of things confuse us. You know, we think it might be something that we're doing or overdoing or not doing, and a lot of times it's not even us. It's just other. You know, when you're doing good, actually, is when the insects come and start fucking your shit up, because they like how good it is and they'd rather eat it, the good shit. You know, they're selfish too, little bastards. But anyways, that's all. Really, that's all it was. You know, I started to have a little bit of damage, and you can still kind of see some after effects of you know, of it, but it's minimized because of what I did. I started to spray them. I sprayed them all year, not all the time, just maybe like twice a month, maybe once a month, and then because they're so hardy, you don't have to really spray them too much with any insecticide. And I use just an organic insecticide. You know, as long as what I did was look to make sure it kills spider mites, and that was the main thing. As long as it kills spider mites, when you have a product that kills spider mites, it kills a lot of other insects that eat your shit. You know, that mess up your plant. So you just find an organic insecticide that kills spider mites, and that'll take care of making this look beautiful, man. Make it look clean. They look, as you can see, they look like plastic, like some damn fake fucking palms. But they're just so good and so clean. You know, there's nothing fucking it up. There's no spider mites eating it, making it look ugly. And that's a big part of you know, you can just water it, feed it, and that'll take care of it. Once you start watering and feed it, it's gonna look good for the insects to come eat the shit. So once you start making it look good, you gotta spray it down and continually spray, maybe once or twice a month. I would say if you really want to, if you love your plants, you spray them twice a month. You know, every 2 weeks you spray them just to give them, you know, clean them up, and they'll love it anyways, because they it's like taking a shower for them. You know, so much shit in there, powder and jet fuel from the fucking planes, and all kinds of dust, debris, fires and shit from the mountains. But that's just us. That's just I'm in California. That's what's going on right now. But you know, there's just so much pollution, you know, from smog and everything. And I'm pretty sure, you know, just regular dust. You know, from regular dust, it's dirty. You know, so even from dust is where you get the insecticides, you know, or insects, because they're basically the size of dust. So pretty sure they eat the grass and all that, and that's probably where they come from, all the damn dust that blows around. But anyways, just give them a good washing on top of, you know, feeding them, watering them, and they'll do great. I'm just gonna, it's September right now. The first one when I sprouted these, it was last year in November, and around December and all that, they were still coming, still sprouting out. So this is 1 year that I've been doing it. Maybe they might grow bigger if and what I didn't really enclose them or anything like that. I just left them outside and let the sun hit them as much as it could. And I don't want to say I neglected them, because they look beautiful, but what I did do is I tried to leave them to be, I tried to leave them to be out and in the outside, and I didn't really mess with them, didn't really touch them too much. All I did was just spray them down, water them, and then just let them be. I let them try to grow as much as they could, absorb as much sun as they could, and just to see if they would do good, and they do good. They'll probably do good in any place. They're very tropical. They're tropical plants, so they're very hardy, vigilant, and so I had a pretty good success. This is exactly how much I sprouted. I think I maybe lost one. I lost one palm to the damn those insects, those spider mites, and just withered the shit out of it. It just turned it like a gold brown, like a dead gold brown, like this tip of this shit right here, and like this. It turned it really gold brown, and it ate it all up. It just dried up like a damn hay, like some hay or something. And I thought, what the hell am I doing? I gave it food and water, but it wasn't anything I did. It was just those spider mites. It sucked all the juice out of the leaves, all from the trunk. And once there's no leaves, the tree might as well die. And it does. It dries up. There's nothing absorbing the sunlight. There's nothing. It's not getting healthy. It's not eating. It's like you cut your arms and your legs off. How are you gonna eat and do things to survive? You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. Once the leaves are gone, out of these, the tree just more or less dies, because there's nothing feeding it. That's where it gets its food, from the sun and from the ground. And once it can't produce the food or transform it, photosynthesize it, it doesn't. It might as well. It just basically gives up. But it was those damn spider mites that sucked the shit out of it, and sucked all the good juice that keeps it alive. And so I lost one palm to that, and once I found out, I started to spray them, and oh man, this is what happened. They just turned out to be beautiful. So maybe they could have been bigger. They could have been. This is pretty good. This is like 1.5 feet though, but I had that problem in the beginning, so I think it kind of stunted it, stalled the growth of it. And now that I took care of it, it kind of snapped out of it and it's growing good. So now that it's September, it's still barely gonna be fall, and I still have some time of sun to let them be outside, a couple of months. So I'll probably wait till December, right when it starts to get cold, or end of November. That's when it's supposed to get cold, but it seems like it takes a little bit longer over here for the weather to change, and we don't really get cold till January, February, and December. So those 3 months are our coldest, and right after February, I'll probably put them. Before around November, I'll bring them inside, and after February, I'll take them back outside. And this time, I think, if they do good inside, if they get about 2 foot, maybe if they get about maybe about 2 more feet up there by February, I'll take these outside, and I'm just gonna plant them. Or I'm gonna plant them, make the yard look like a damn tropical oasis over here. So but yeah, man, this is actually my first this is just my first palm, first ever palm seed, my palm seed sprouts and into palms finally. But I just wanted to show that, yeah, I'm a first timer, so but I have a lot of knowledge and landscape and maintenance and horticulture, and have a lot of years experience. I just never I thought there would be more in the future that would deal with the palms and start to manufacture them and all that. But I just wanted to, since I was doing pretty good, I wanted to document it, and maybe let you guys not wait too long if you guys wanted to start, maybe 1 or 2, just for your yard or something, and be able to do it now instead of wait, because they take a long time to grow. This is a whole year process, or 10 months. This is a 10-month process, but if you continue to take care of them right, you can let them continue to grow. So this is my second part. Maybe I'll do an update later on the maybe you know, the next year on how they're growing outside or something, and maybe even as they get bigger and bigger and bigger, you know, maybe I'll have a whole documentary on it. But just wanted to show you this. Oh, you know what? I had some mango trees too that I wanted to show. So I'm gonna do another video on these mangoes, and damn it, I forgot all about it. I should have brought them in here. But I just wanted to do this. Is this for this palm trees, palm seed documentary. So I'm gonna do another video on these mangoes. Mangoes are very hard to grow here too. That's what I've been told. So I wanted to try those, and I actually even pineapples. Pineapples is said to be a very hard plant to grow over here in California. But I just wanted to see if I can do not the impossible, but what's not supposed to be possible. So I do have some mangoes that I've been taking care of, and I have some actually pineapple plants, pineapple shrubs that I have that I wanted to show success on. So I wanted to show how you can do the pineapples. You can just get a pineapple and grow your own pineapple plant. So I'm gonna do that. Damn it, I've been thinking of doing all this, but I haven't. I did it without having to document it, so I need to go backtrack and videotape it. So, but this is just to show you, man, that you can grow your own, sprout them and grow them, man. And if you wanted to do, oh damn, look at that sucker. See, that's what I was talking about. And you can do it. You know, anybody got them right here in Central California, wherever you're at, I'm pretty sure you can do it, as long as you know, give them a little bit of tender loving care, some TLC on it, you do great. And that's actually what I wanted you to see, the damn big roots. See how big that root is, and that's the type of root that was coming out of going through the styrofoam cup. So that's why it's not good to use styrofoam. But as you can see, the roots are great, man. They're just beautiful, thick. It's already ready for this. I think I need to put them outside, but I think I'm gonna have to wait. But it's because it's September, so shoot. I think I can probably leave them out there, but I don't want them to freeze up during that winter frost. So just because they're small, I'm pretty sure they could handle it. Because I do have a big palm out there. I do have a big palm outside, and I think you know what? I'll just go out there and show you that. Well, I'll show you that I have a big palm, and I mean that one's outside. It's out wintertime, summertime is there. So as soon as I'm pretty sure that if as soon as these get big enough, they'll survive through the winter, any kind of cold season. They'll survive. So just as long as they get bigger, if you put them out there right now like this, they won't be strong enough. The roots won't. It'll be too cold. So but I'll just go ahead and document that big palm out there, so you can check it out. And yeah, man, I'm pretty. You guys can get down on this too. So I'll be doing another documentary video in a little bit, and hopefully you guys can do good on this, man. Well, see you guys.